I'm going, oh my God. This is how long ago it's been sitting at the post office? For 3 weeks? So Quentin's been pacing back and forth. He thinks I didn't read it or I read it and didn't like it. So I read it and it's magnificent. I actually thought I was playing the Bridget Fonda role. So it says, no, please call me, let me know if you like it. I call him, Pam, oh my God, I was about to pass. I thought you didn't like it. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, it's wonderful. I mean, the story, the shifting, the story turning points, the magic of it, you know, it's just, you know, I want what you're smoking. And he says, oh, wow, do you like it? Because we're going to do it. If you like it, we're going to do it. Would you like it? I do. I love it. I said, so which role do I play? He says, Jackie Brown. And maybe not. Yeah, because he was thinking, maybe I'm that dense. And I said, Jackie Brown, the lead? He said, yeah, you're Jackie Brown. This is my Foxy Brown. And I was so humbled by that. Someone wrote something for me. I mean, that doesn't happen to the best. You know, so I just, oh my God, so what are we, he says, we start in 3 weeks. It's going to be Robert De Niro and all these people. I'm like, oh my God. And he says, and I know you can do it because you've done theater. You've done some of the most difficult theater. You did Frank and Johnny and the Claire de Lune. You were nude on stage, wrapped in a sheet for 8 months. And you did Fool for Love with Sam Shepard, 90 minutes and no intermission. And then you did an August Wilson, the piano lesson. And you did Tilted Hearts at the Crossroads Theater, which is, by the way, the new renovated Negro Ensemble Theater Company. And I said, oh my God, he's been spying on me. He said, but you can do it, your intensity. You know, Stanislavski, slap across the room. So we started this wonderful movie, and he was a delight to work with. Every day was a new adventure. And he said, this is my Foxy Brown. So there's one thing I'll share with you. I know you're dying to go home, and you know, it's a Saturday night. The scene with, you're going to see tonight with Ordell Roby, when he comes to see Jackie. He's coming to kill her. She just got out of jail. And he said, it took him 3 days to light this scene. There were lights coming out of your armpit, underneath the seat, from the sky. Everything. He says, I don't want you to drop a line. It's a 15-minute scene. When Ordo comes in, I don't want to cut at all. I want you to keep going. I don't want to stop. So you have to go. It's like a dance. He comes in, I back up to the door, then I go over to the purse. He's looking out the window to see who's going to hear me when I die. I have to get the lighter out of the purse to light the cigarette, turn around, put the gun in my skirt, then walk over to the record player, and go to the kitchen to like, prop hell. Hit your mark, hell. And like, oh, in the dark. We literally shot some of the scene in the dark. And we had a glowing, like Tang or some fluorescent orange juice. Don't drink that, Sam. So he said, this is my Foxy Brown. I'm going to shoot it like the scenes back in the day that we didn't have the economy, the production to do a lot of post work. So there were just long rambling scenes. And you'll see a light, you see somebody back out of the hallway, you know, that's how we shot then. It was, we didn't have the budget really, you know, when Coffee, I think, cost $600,000 to make, and Foxy Brown had cost $800,000, $900,000 to make, and they both grossed like $12 million or something like that.
So I imagine anything I ask you is probably in your book, but I'm going to ask you about what you experienced.
Are there any children here? No, you can go for it tonight. It's all out.
So, what did you learn while you were writing this book? Was there any parts that you investigated that was uplifting? What were your experiences while doing that life in 3 hours?
I would say that's three questions. Okay. Well, the impetus for me to write my memoir, it took 4 years to write it. Just to prepare my mind to understand the purpose of writing it. There were so many women before me who opened doors for me. And like Lena Horne's Stormy Weather, I don't know if you've read that. Yes. And Bessie Smith, Hattie McDaniels, who's from Denver, Colorado. So many women have opened doors for me. So I thought, with the experience that I've had, and being a cancer survivor, going through 4 decades of a career, I felt I had some lessons that I could share. Whether it would, they save lives, inform, there's so much. And I didn't want it to be a rambling legacy. I really wanted it to have structure. So, of course, being an actor, a movie, plays, they're written in a form, such as the act of Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. So there you go. That's my life. Now, what are the events in the book that influence my character? And that is what you will read. Many lessons, I call them falls and crawls. There's a wonderful moment with when Tim Burton, he called me to be in Mars Attacks. Now you know everybody wants to work for Tim Burton. Okay, that's Beetlejuice. And Michael Keaton should have won an Oscar for that role. He is brilliant. Well, I was living in Colorado, and everyone assumes I live here. It's great. They can't find me. You're rich to live here in sunshine all the time. I'm on a plow and a giant tractor half the time in Colorado. I had to take care of my mom and my sister, so I really couldn't afford to live here. But I was at home and between jobs, and one of my dogs, Magic Johnson, was... He had the big eyes and everything, droopy lips. Magic was very close. Magic and Buckwheat. Buckwheat was named by Eddie Murphy when Eddie was to wherever I was renting and hang out and eat. So Magic was ill. He had cancer. He was terminal. And Magic stayed with me when I was ill, fighting cancer. I had 18 months to live. I was given an expiration date, and I was going to thank this wonderful hospital, the Cedars Cancer Center over on Beverly. I would fly from Colorado to go to the center because I knew it was one of the best places for me to survive. And Magic was very, very ill. So Tim's assistant called and said, Pam, I'm doing this movie, Tim's doing this movie, and it's a comedy, so we'd like for you to put something on tape. An audition. We know you live in Colorado, you don't have to come, and that's before, that's when everyone's doing, now their auditions on email now. And I said, well, I can't give you the audition because I'm not feeling very good about my life. My dog is very, very ill, and I'm very sad. And I would like to get Tim Burton a really nice audition on a better day, and this is not the day. So I said, I have to pass. Thank you very much for your consideration of my work. And I hung up. And then a week later, they called again and said, well, can you put something on tape? I said, no. Reason being, this is a comedy. I'm not feeling very good. Magic used to lie across my tummy when I was really sick and keep me warm. And now I was holding him and keeping him warm. So I said, thank you, but I have to pass. And it was with Jack Nicholson, big cast, Sarah Jessica Parker, everyone was in it. So they called again, and it was Tim Burton. And he said, Pam, hi, with his energy that he has. And I said, hi, how are you? She says, well, you just auditioned for me. The role is for a woman, a mom, who wouldn't leave her children for anyone. And I had turned down Tim Burton, because my dog was ill. I needed to be with him. And he said, you got the job. And that's when I knew I had some dignity left, some character. And he said, Pam, we'll take good care of you. Let us know when you can come. And we'll shoot around you. And that was the greatest gift that I could have been given. And it gave me peace. So when Magic passed away in my arms, and he just gave me this little paw thing on my face, and I said, I'm going to give a great performance for you and Tim. And that was one of the reasons why, all through the book, there will be moments where I chose not to do a job, and I was rewarded for it.